Today I'm making squid ink pasta. If you follow me on Instagram, you may have seen my story a couple of weeks ago when I got a pasta roller and cutter set. I've been thinking about this for weeks. We're getting spooky this week with some squid ink. There's something eerie about seeing food in colors you're not used to. You may be familiar with red tomato and green spinach pastas, but they're not often a deep color. The squid or cuttlefish noodles we're making today are going to be deep black, glossy, and squirmy, not unlike a squid's tentacles. And we're going to be pairing it with a creamy white wine, sun-dried tomato, and spinach sauce, and scallops. You can turn on subtitles by pressing the CC button, or check out the full list of ingredients in the video description. Let's get started with the tentacles. Noodles. You're going to need 400 grams of ground huits, 4 chicken seeds, and a tablespoon of squid defense goo. Add your flour into the stand mixer, along with the eggs.
Don't do it.
Smells like a seafood market. And add in the cuttlefish ink. So gooey. Now mix it all together with a dough hook on a low speed like 2. 2, Michael. Speed 2. It's looking a little dry and crumbly, so I'm going to add some extra liquid. A tablespoon worked for me. Let this go for 5-ish minutes, making sure to stop your mixer from running away if necessary. Once the dough looks smooth, pull it out and admire the black void you've created. Now form it into a ball before covering it tightly in plastic wrap. Take a spooky 30-minute rainbow fright break. I highly recommend her True Crime and Nails series. And then, struggle with unwrapping. Again. Lightly flour your cutting board or countertop to help keep the dough from sticking. Go ahead and lightly cover the dough in flour too before cutting it into 4 even pieces. Roll all 4 balls of evil and wrap 3 of them back in plastic to keep them from drying out and set aside. I can't be spoopy with flour on my apron. That's better. Let's lightly press the dough into a thinner shape, using a rolling pin if you want to keep it even. We just want to be able to get this in the roller. Turn the mixer on to speed 2 with the roller set to thickness number 1, and guide the dough blob in. Make sure to keep it floured through each pass to keep it from sticking and tearing. Now we're going to laminate our hall pass. Fold both sides of the dough in on top of each other, press, and pass it through the roller again, with the seam like this. I like to laminate 2 to 3 times before flouring again, passing through as is a few times, and switching to thickness 3. Pass it through a couple more times, switch to thickness 4, and roll a couple more times to reach our desired thickness. I'm going to flour this strip, fold it, and set it aside while I roll the rest of the dough. I've swapped out the pasta roller for the fettuccine cutter, and I'm going to cut my pasta into more manageable pieces. 3 somewhat even cuts each. And where can I put these? Over there? Now for the fettuccine cutter, I'm setting my mixer to speed 5 and passing the sheets through the paper shredder. Let's gently fold the noodles and place them on a floured baking sheet to keep them from sticking. Now emerge from the shadows, in reverse, with some plastic to cover your freshly extruded fishy ribbons. Keep these in the fridge till you're ready for them. For the scallops, you're going to need about a pound of them, a tablespoon of butter, a tablespoon of oil, and some salt and pepper. Spread out the squishy scallops and pat them dry with a paper towel. Excess moisture will prevent a nice sear later. Season with salt and pepper. Now add your butter to a large pan and the oil. Let everything melt and add in the scallops. Make sure to separate them to avoid steaming. Just let them cook a couple of minutes, stirring occasionally to sear. Pull your squishy friends back out into a bowl and cover with foil because we're moving on to our sauce, for which we'll need 2 tablespoons of butter, 1 small onion, minced, 2 cloves of garlic, minced, half a cup of white wine, 1 cup of chicken broth, 3/4 of a cup of heavy cream, a tablespoon each of water and cornstarch, about 3 tablespoons of squid ink, 2 cups of spinach, and a whole 7-ounce jar of sun-dried tomatoes, drain. In the same pan we cooked our sea marshmallows, I'm going to melt some butter and saute the onions until softened and fragrant. Now add in the garlic, Mix in and cook a minute or two before pouring in the white wine. You should be able to scrape up any fishy flavor bits stuck to the pan now. Just let this cook down a few minutes till it starts to thicken. Carelessly dump in your chicken broth and cream and stir to mix evenly. To thicken the sauce, we're going to mix the water and cornstarch and pour it in. Simmer and stir a few minutes till it thickens. So pretty. Now let's make it spooky. I'm adding squid ink in, a teaspoon at a time, until I'm happy with the color. It's not adding much as far as flavor besides a little salt. 3 teaspoons seemed perfect to me. Now add the spinach and attempt to add the jar of tomatoes. That's pretty much it. Just stir the veggies into the delicious hot tar until the spinach wilts and disappears into the goop. Looks tasty. So tasty. I promise you, this is going to taste much better than it looks. Last thing is to boil our noodles. I'm salting a large pot of boiling water, and because I'm tossing in this massive amount of pasta, it's going to cook for 5 to 7 minutes. But if you're cooking a smaller portion at a time, it shouldn't take more than a couple minutes. Just keep an eye on it. I'm going to pull the glossy, wiggly tentacles straight out of the water and into the sauce, making sure to get every last noodle. I worked hard for these. Now toss everything together to evenly distribute the sauce. It looks exactly the same, but it smells amazing. The fishy ink smell is totally gone. To plate this up, I'm going to totally fail at the Babish pasta fork twirl again and carefully transfer it to my bowl. Good enough. Top it with some scallops and chopped parsley, because I can't resist the pop of color, and enjoy. This pasta looks ridiculous, totally alien. The glossy black noodles look like some kind of creature, and even the scallops look like they could be some kind of alien eggs or something. This smells amazing and I can't wait to dig in. The pasta is perfectly cooked, soft yet firm. The sauce is so creamy, super silky, and just the right amount of boozy. The sun-dried tomatoes bring a burst of bright, tart flavor, and the scallops are just amazing, tender and buttery, similar to lobster. This is one seriously delicious dish. You just can't beat homemade pasta. It's got such a decadent texture, and you can completely customize it to your liking in color, shape, and flavor. If you've got a Halloween party coming up or just want to surprise your friends and family, give this squid ink pasta a try. If you do make it, I'd love to see it. Post a picture on Instagram and tag me at Michael with 4 H's. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and if you'd like to watch another video, you can click the card over on the right. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If so, please consider subscribing. It's free and I'd love to have you around. And I hope to see you all next Thursday for November's vintage recipe. Happy Halloween.